If you clicked on this video, here are 5 criminally underrated JDM cars. First on the list is the Mk3 Supra.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Just kidding, it is his much cooler but very jealous older brother, the Mk3. He was born with a 3-liter turbocharged inline-6 that made roughly 236 brake horsepower. It's rear-wheel drive and came with a 5-speed transmission. It was manufactured from 1988 through 1993, and there is plenty of aftermarket support for this bad boy. It is a popular platform for almost every kind of racing, and you can pick up a clean version for around $10,000. Next up is the 1992 Toyota Cressida, a distant relative of the Toyota Cressida, a small luxury Japanese car that is also an extremely capable drift car with aftermarket support. It came from the factory with an inline-6 3-liter making 190 horsepower. If you can find one, it'll run you $5,000 to $10,000 depending on condition. This is an extremely well-built car with few problems. However, being a 90s car, it's bordering on 30 years old, so some work and maintenance is most likely required when you pick one of these up. Third, and definitely the biggest car on this list, is the Suzuki Cappuchino. It was Suzuki's attempt to make a car that would rival the MX-5. It has great handling, weight distribution, and aftermarket support. This cup of coffee came with a 3-liter the size of a pea, making 64 horsepower to the rear wheels. However, power is not the point here. The point is that it's mid-engine and revs to 9,300 RPM. Yes, you heard that right, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, and 9,300 RPM. It is essentially a baby F1 car if you squint from 20 feet. It's hard to narrow the price down for these cars considering if you have to import one or not. They can be anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 for one in good condition. 4 doors for more chores, or whatever they say. We're talking about the A31 Nissan Cefiro. This car came with an RB, aka a Skyline engine under the hood. In its stock form, this car looks like actual dog shit. Fight me in the comments. However, with a few basic mods, this car really stands out as something unique and special. Again, this is another very underrated drift platform. It has tons of aftermarket support and can be built well on a tight budget. However, getting one of these cars may be tricky as you may have to import one. They will run you about $15,000. Last but not least on this list of underrated Japanese cars is the Subaru SVX. This car came at a time when Subaru was experimenting with who they wanted to be and simultaneously having an identity crisis. Unfortunately, this car was a bit of a flop when it came out as the general public was not ready at that time for such a dope car. The SVX came all-wheel drive with a flat 6 boxer engine making 230 horsepower. It also had some very impractical windows that looked like they belonged more on a supercar. Unfortunately, the aftermarket for this car is limited, however they have become popular and they've had a cult following from the beginning. So there is a forum out there somewhere to help you with any mods you may want to do. You can pick up this car for $3,000 to $6,000 all day long depending on location. I hope you enjoyed this video about underrated Japanese cars. If you have any suggestions on video ideas, please leave them down below and make sure to like and subscribe, it would mean a lot. Stay safe and have a great day. You little car nerds.